And this vision that started when I wrote my book about 5 years ago or 6 years ago when I started writing it, it felt overwhelming because it felt like I needed it, like people need to learn to be kind to themselves. They need to learn to listen to their heart and trust it. And I wasn't able to do that the way I am today. I was pretty darn good at it, but I had a long ways to go. I actually ended up in a relationship where I was like not kind to myself because I left part of myself. So, and I'm just being transparent here because when you have a message, most of us think like, well, I'm not even living it yet. How many can relate to that?
What's that? What did you say?
You know, you have a message, but who am I to share it because I'm not even living my own message?
Oh.
You know, and then we go like, well, I'm not going to talk to anybody, you know. But it doesn't work that way. I just started, I took this because I couldn't help it. This book wanted to be written. So I did it, and in that process, man, did I learn to be kind to myself. Wow, I'm so good at it, but I'm not an expert. But I'm really good at helping others connect to that part of themselves because I keep taking the step and the next step, and I just like, I'm not perfect at it. I don't need to pretend. People like that. How many people like it when people are authentic and transparent, right? That's what we all crave. So let's be it. Let's definitely be it with each other here. And the vision, as I kept taking a step, right? And then I started doing this. And then I started learning marketing. And then life went down the drain. Not really, but I learned all these things, and it's been wonderful. But I think what I learned more than anything is I need to just do it my way and trust that. But the tools that I've learned are invaluable. They're fantastic. I know about Facebook. I know about I've learned so much. But I had to find my own flavor within that. So again, I needed to be true, step out, even though everybody else was going this way. And I was like, you know, it's just not my truth. This I can do, but I can't do that. So every time I do that, there's another door opening. And now I've opened this door, and look what's happening. I'm just like, wow. And it's simply because I kept taking the step and didn't make excuses, and I kept taking steps, asking for support whenever I needed to. And there's a lot of support. We are very supportive as women. It's in our DNA. So that is why I'm doing what I'm doing today, and the vision I have is scaringly big. Is that a word? What? Frighteningly big. Thank you. And it doesn't frighten me. It doesn't, because I just move with it. If I get nervous, if my cheeks get red, I just keep moving. I'm not going to let it stop me. And that's what we need. That's why we need each other. Okay? So the whole point is that we need each other. We want to stand for love. First, inside of ourselves, by being true to ourselves, by listening to ourselves, by honoring ourselves, and not compromise. Not compromise. Support each other in becoming strong inside, so that, like, when we're strong inside, we can stand up and say, I stand for truth. And somebody may push at me and say, you? And normally I would go, oh. But now I say, yes, me. How about you? You see, it's that energy, because it's because I found that resilience inside of me that is going to grow and grow and grow, but I found enough to stand up and just do it, even though I might run into resistance. And that's the same for all of us. So here we are, and I think I've come to a place now where it might be nice to start sharing each person. We have about an hour. If anybody's moved to share, let's see, whatever brought you here, whatever is in your heart, what vision you have. What do you need help with? Where do you feel stuck in moving forward in your vision? Where do you see, what part of the world? Is it on your own, on your own street, or is it over in India? Where do you feel a resonance where you would like to put some of your energy? And yeah, just a moment. I just want to put it out, and we will talk. And where, let me just see. And what do you need to make that happen? And if you don't have anything yet, that's okay, because you're here. So I know there is something in there. You may not be able to articulate it yet, and that's okay. It's all okay. Everything goes. Just being here, maybe you hear somebody else sharing something, and then you feel your heart go like, oh, that sounds good. So you can maybe connect with that person and then hang out with them for a while, and then in that you might suddenly start feeling something else growing in you, and then you could start moving with that, right? So we just start exactly where we are, and that's good enough. So I want you to just take a moment and think about what it is in your heart that really has something to offer in the world.